Spent last week at spring training. This week I was at a conference in Las Vegas. I'm supposed to fly back to Seattle here this morning, but the Mariners had a change of schedule, so I have poor self-restraint. I have a problem. It's opening day and I'm here at Target Field, and look at today. It's glorious, it's pretty outside, but I'll tell you what, it's cold. So I just flew in from Vegas. I've been at a conference this week, and once opening day got pushed off, I couldn't help but come in and make sure I caught a ball game. So I'll tell you what though, it's like a 45-degree shift from yesterday to today. Thankfully, I was able to find a coat. I even found a stocking hat I'm gonna wear later. And do you know how hard it is to find a coat and a hat in Las Vegas when it's 85 degrees outside? It's not super easy, but I'm thankful I found one because it's cold. It is an absolutely beautiful day here in Minnesota. Excited to see Julio Rodríguez start his first game as a major leaguer. I've been to this park before, but it's been a few years. So let's see what's changed. Let's go inside. At 3 o'clock game time, these seats actually started in the sun, but now that we're a couple innings in, it's gotten a little shady, but that's all right. Ran out, grabbed myself a Murray's beef sandwich. Now, this sandwich looks really good, and one of the things that looks especially good about it is, check out the bottom of this bun. This thing was caked in garlic butter, and it seemed like it was sitting on a griddle for a couple minutes. And I'm actually expecting that to be the highlight of the sandwich. We're gonna take a look. So, pretty good size. Certainly looks good, smells good, and let's see if it tastes good. Oh yeah, you can touch the butter on that. Good cut, good flavor. Could you use some sauce? I don't know. I think the sauce will take away from the garlic butter a bit.
Number 24.
Thumbs up. Some good choices throughout the park. Great looking taco stand. Bunch of places with burgers, hot dogs. Plus a stand with Indian food, which I haven't seen in very many ballparks. So quite a few choices around the park. Great ballpark. Beautiful day here in Minnesota for opening day. win here on opening day and are officially 1-0, and I will take it. It was a gorgeous day, as you can see from the hat. It got a little colder as the shade hit, but great game, nail biter to the end. Deep ball from Sanchez, just shy of the wall. Winker, was able to catch it and close this one out. So, an exciting game. I shared video from most of the lower area here, and I'll try to take video of the upper area, upper outfield, no sections at the game tomorrow. So, great way to start the season. Mariners win, and let's keep going tomorrow. I'm at Target Field for Game 2, Mariners-Twins. And I know yesterday I said I was going to get views from the upper levels, but I changed my mind. I went ahead and bought tickets today in the Champions Club. Now the Champions Club, they're the seats directly behind home plate. It includes all the food, includes drinks, includes pop, beer, wine. They do have hard alcohol that's available, but you have to actually pay for that. I've done the Diamond Club in Seattle at T-Mobile Park before. I thought it was a fantastic experience. So when I had an opportunity to buy a ticket down here, figured why not, I'll give it a go. As you can see, the views are great. From a food selection standpoint and everything, you'll see that here in the video in just a few moments. But just a quick recap would be that the food's not quite as deep for selection as it is at T-Mobile. It's still good. I mean, there are worse things than having, some steak, some carrots, some, green beans and whatnot for breakfast. I guess it's breakfast, lunch, whatever time it is here. But they didn't have quite as many choices as T-Mobile Park. Same thing from a dessert standpoint. Right now, they only had one style of dessert, although they do have ice cream and candy and that kind of stuff too. But I'll be interested to see if maybe the selection changes throughout the game. And if it does, I'll make sure and amend this part of the video and add those other parts. But overall impressions is the food selection's a little more limited than I expected, certainly for the cost, but you still can't go wrong. I mean, at the end of the day, you still have views directly behind home plate. You still have unlimited food, unlimited drinks. They have plenty of snacks, plenty of candy, popcorn, peanuts. You can still get hot dogs, nachos. You can still get the staples, but then you have that little upscale on top of it where you can get, steak or brisket or, seafood or those things too. So here's a glimpse of the interior of the Champions Club here at Target Field. Hey, I found some time, so here's the views of the upper level. Here's a quick observation from the 200 level seating in center field. One thing I noticed is that, while you have good views of the field overall, you do get cut off here in center and left center. So if you're out in this area, you're gonna find that even if you're standing, you're gonna miss some of those plays underneath. Here's a quick video kind of showing that view. Something to keep in mind. The seats aren't bad, still nice. The seats are comfortable, it beats bleachers. But something to be aware of is you are gonna miss some of the action here behind me, in front of you. I'm at the very top row here at the seating in right center. And as you'll see from these next few videos, you have a lot of the same limitations you had over from center and left center. These sections are really missing entire areas of that outfield. So, yeah, you're in the building. Yeah, you have a view of about 90% of the field. But that 10% of the field that you're missing is quite honestly pretty important. And then when the timing is right, really, really exciting. And you may be missing it in these seats. I don't really like to be super critical of parks when I'm in them because, Target Field, I really like the location. I think the lower, area is great. I think the exterior is really unique. I really like the look of it. But so far, these upper level areas, they're really missing a fair amount of action. Not as much action as the new ballpark in Arlington is missing, but you're still missing some, which is kind of a drag. I'm on the 300 level above home plate, and just a general observation up here is the views aren't cut off like they are in the outfield, but you're a ways back from the action. A lot of the other parks in the 300 level, you're really set right above home plate or as close to it as you can be. And here, you've got quite a bit of space. So a little bit surprising that they didn't build these seats a little further out to kind of improve those views. But on the bright side, it's a gorgeous day. One other observation about 300 level, I don't think they expect that it's going to be full very often because there aren't a ton of food choices up here. Pretty limited, just a few standard food stands and not a ton of them at that. So your best bet for food obviously is the 100 level. 200 level, you've got a tavern, you've got another bar out there, so there are a few things to do there, but 300 level, there's not a lot going on. I'm back here at my seats, and I just found a really big flaw down here in the Champions Club. They don't have Killer Brews root beer down here, so good news is I just went up to the stands and grabbed one. Better news is they still have ice cream, so I'll still get my float down here.
Shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
job, Julio.
Oh, yes.
It's a wrap here at Target Field, and what a game. Mariners come back, win this one. Julio Rodríguez has his first career hit as a major leaguer. Couldn't be happier for him, and it was a great trip. You know, I'm heading home today. Ended up seeing 13 games in 11 days, which was awesome. And now I guess I should get back to work. A quick thing about Target Field. You know, as a whole, I like the feel, I like the location. I talked a little bit earlier about some of the deficiencies at the upper decks, and I think those are things that probably could have been done a little bit different. In terms of the Champions Club, you know, I paid roughly $250 for the ticket, and is it worth it? I mean, I would think it's probably still worth it. I mean, you think about the seat itself, it's probably a good $150 ticket or more, depending on how much you eat, on how much you drink. $250, $300 or whatever is probably a good value. For me, I didn't necessarily get the value out of it because when I'm at a ball game, I just kind of, I feel more like, you know, hot dogs and cheesesteaks or those, you know, gigantic cheese curds that were bigger than golf balls. I think those were the kind of things that I wanted here today, and they don't have those in the Champions Club. Could have used a piece of pizza. It was all, you know, steak and brisket and fancy stuff like that, which, don't get me wrong, it's good, but I don't know, it's not my thing for a baseball game. Seats though, great seats, happy to have it. Go Mariners, let's have a great season. Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button if you feel like it. If you don't, that's cool too. Either way, let's have a great season, whoever your team is. Have a great season.